everyone, welcome to a new episode. Let's talk about Binance DEX. Today I want to go over what you should expect when using a decentralized exchange. I also want to go over a few things about this particular decentralized exchange that caught my eye, caused me to raise an eyebrow or two eyebrows. Okay, but first up, let's take a look at this particular decentralized exchange because it is being offered by a popular centralized exchange, again, Binance. I think it's very important to point out the differences between the two. So for those of you who are pretty new to this whole concept of decentralized exchanges, here is what you need to know. All right, before you dive right into Binance DEX, here is what you should know. You will need to be in possession of a wallet before you are able to participate on the exchange. You will have the option to use a hardware wallet like Ledger, or you can use a wallet that Binance generates for you, which will be from Trust Wallet. Now, Trust Wallet is a multi-cryptocurrency wallet so that you can store different coins on it, which makes it convenient. Now, again, in the next video where I give you the actual tutorial of this, I will go over all of this in detail. Lastly, you are in complete control of the wallet that stores your coins. That means that if you lose any of the information that you need to access your wallet, for example, your key store file, your password, your 24-word mnemonic phrase, or the private key, if you lose any of that, you cannot contact Binance for help, even if it is a wallet that Binance generated for you. Well, I mean, you can reach out, but they will tell you that they cannot help you. So I suspect many users of the Binance DEX will be actually migrating from the traditional Binance exchange. Reason being, they're concerned about securing their funds and they're looking for better options to do this. I'm sure that they are well aware of the endless number of hacks that happen on centralized exchanges, stories of CEOs and their exit scams, and they want to look for a better option. Now, first of all, I want to say that this is an excellent step in the right direction, putting into practice what this actual crypto space is all about, and that is taking control of your own funds and removing the middlemen. Now, this whole concept of decentralized exchanges, you can think of the very bare minimum amount of decentralization is the fact that they do not store your funds for you. In fact, exchanges where pretty much the only decentralization to be found in its network or its platform is this fact that they don't hold your funds for you. These exchanges are often go by the name of non-custodial exchanges, which is pretty accurate, and I appreciate that, but don't get me wrong, it does not stop them from marketing themselves as a decentralized exchange. Many of them love to use the phrase DEX right in their name, like Binance DEX, like IDEX, a few others. But a lot of these exchanges, again, Binance and IDEX in particular, have vocal CEOs. They have figureheads, they have talking heads for the exchange, and they love to say that a perfectly decentralized exchange does not exist, cannot exist. I'm going to counter that by saying that there are platforms that are being built. I'm thinking Blocknet, Bisq, a few others that are at least on the base layer being designed in a way that will facilitate much more decentralization in the future. They're at least trying to build something that that has the potential to turn into something that is much more decentralized rather than a DEX that use an exchange that uses the name DEX right in their name, but they have a CEO who is very quick to say that decentralized exchanges can't exist. It's kind of the irony and the hypocrisy there is kind of blinding. But my point is that other platforms are being built, and you better bet that they are not having any kind of a CEO or figurehead representing the decentralized exchange, because those, I'm not going to use air quotes for those, but for Binance and for IDEX, you're going to see me doing this a lot. So one particular way that you can look and kind of analyze an exchange that is claiming to be decentralized is take a look at the network upon which it functions, right? So Binance DEX will be functioning on the Binance chain, which is a type of blockchain that is using delegated proof of stake in addition to another aspect But so delegated proof of stake means that there is an elected number of nodes that will actually control the blockchain. And in Binance's case, there will be 11 nodes. And these nodes weren't just like freely voted on by the community of Binance. No, they were appointed by the centralized private company Binance. And these nodes are, close friends of Binance, and they are going to be the ones making the decisions, controlling the network. So definitely not a decentralized network there, definitely not a completely decentralized exchange. That's something that I think is very important to pay attention to in the future, how that plays out if they start getting pinched with governments and regulations and things like that. This is why decentralization, as decentralized as it can be and still function, is the best idea. It's the best way to facilitate something that can keep on growing in the future rather than getting snuffed out or controlled by governments or people who want to control it. All right, there's one more thing that caught my eye, majorly caught my eye about Binance DEX, and man, did it put a bad taste in my mouth. That is the fact that Binance will be charging $100,000 for coins to be listed on that exchange. They're going to charge money for people to be listed on that exchange. Now, the reason why this one surprised me the most is because much like many other people who are somewhat familiar with decentralized exchanges, chances are you've used decentralized exchanges based on Ethereum, because Ethereum and their ERC20 token protocol, it allows for the trading of different coins very easily because they all are compatible with the Ethereum blockchain. Now, Binance has been very vocal about the fact that they are competing with Ethereum. They are trying to get coins who are on Ethereum to transfer over to Binance chain and, utilize their speed and cheap transactions and all those promises. But they're going to be charging people. I know this is a fact for at least Ether Delta. I'm not sure about IDEX, because Ether Delta, I'm going to speak on. You can add a coin for free without permission onto Ether Delta as long as that coin is an ERC20 token and it is compatible with the Ethereum blockchain. You can add it for free and you can provide liquidity for that coin in that way. It's a beautiful thing. It's decentralized. It's permissionless. It's a great example of how this space should be, the type of freedom we should be expecting. And now we have Binance charging a huge amount of, that's like a house. That's like, a few nice cars just to get your coin listed on an exchange, especially an exchange that's claiming to be decentralized. And I know that Binance has had a lot of drama, a lot of reputation of extorting coins, charging extreme amounts of money to be listed on their centralized exchange and to benefit from the liquidity that, is provided on Binance. Not going to get into the fake liquidity being reported and if that's happening on Binance, but there's a lot of scammy things that are happening even on something as reputable as Binance. So for them to want to transfer that practice onto their decentralized exchange is laughable. Again, they're trying to defend this or explain it by saying it will deter scammy projects, spam projects from cluttering up that exchange. But let's be honest, man, they love that profit, and I think that's what's really going on there. So, despite everything that I so eloquently explained for you guys about Binance DEX, Binance non-custodial exchange, delegated proof of stake blockchain, I think there's still going to be a lot of people interested in how to actually use that exchange. Again, they're going to be coming over from the traditional exchange, probably not knowing how to use a decentralized exchange. So in that case, I will be providing a tutorial for Binance DEX. Keep in mind, it is still in its testnet phase. So the coins that you are trading currently on Binance DEX, they are the testnet tokens. They're not the live BNB tokens. So keep that in mind. So that tutorial will be going over how to connect a wallet, how to make a trade, and how to make sure that you keep your wallet safe. The importance of remembering the information needed for accessing your wallet if you use a generated wallet by Binance. Also, if you use a hardware wallet, what that experience is like, it's probably a lot more easy. So yeah, I'll be going over that tutorial next, so don't miss it.